Hello and welcome back. This is the module number 6, and I will provide you with a basic use of R and graphics. I will not be fancy or try to show you more than before. What I will try to do is show you the interface of R. And to those students who are already in my class in Introduction R, you are all familiar with it. You have 4 windows where the main window is where you write the script, and the console is where you're going to show the result of it, and the plot in the left right side, it will show the result of that, and the packages is where you're going to start using packages in order for you to run the R. So let's start with colors or basic graphics. R provides very functional graphics without any additional packages. The attributes of R is that the packages give you additional element to it, and by doing that, it is the powerful of R, and we will see that throughout the semester. Each time I will introduce to you a new package that has more power than the previous one. But let's start with the basic and how it will work. So in R, there is a structure that you write a code, you write the definition of the object that you want and a container, and you're going to do that. So let's take this example. I wrote a container that had 3 numbers, 40, 30, and 20. I gave it a name. It's called my pi because I love pi. And when I asked the R to repeat what is the pi stand for, he will give me the name. Then the basic function in R with regard to pi is my pi. And so by doing that, R will run, and it will introduce this type of pi. Then when I will ask, I want to make it a little bit more fancier with regard to colors, I will add 3 colors, red, blue, and green, and then I will go back to my premises saying pi, my pi, and I will add the dimension of my colors in order for it to make it more fancier. In this case, I need to run the code in order for me to generate that. So this is the procedure that I want you to become familiar with and be comfortable, because we are going to start using more and more graphical packages in R that allowed you to generate more liberate or more visual analytics types. Let's go to the next type of graphics that often use is that the bar chart. And again, I'm using now 4 numbers, 40, 30, 20, and 10. And again, I will create a very simple bar chart without any colors, without any dimension. In this case, I can add to ask the R to add names to those set or associate the numbers with a name. And so in this case, I will create names, and it will be red will be associated with 40, 30, green will be associated with 20, and brown will associate with 10. And when I will create that, that's the overall end of the result of it. And when I will start to customize the colors to it, I will do that. This is the end result. So this is the basic structure in R. It's a very simple language, but you have to be consistent with that regard. Histogram goes the same way. And again, I can generate histogram with a data that's called $WG, and it will be frequency comparison. In that sense, I will add the title, weight gain, and I will create labels, in this case labels that will help me the user to understand what I'm trying to do. I will add colors if I want to, I can add colors to the entire structure or the entire histogram, or I can make it based on red, gray, green, or heat, and I can also generate it separately, again depending what you want to do with it. Another form of popular graphics is a box plot, and box plot I will use the same data set and see the difference between how the graphics change the visual with regard to this type of data. And again, this is the end result, and in this case I'm going to use first subset of the data in separate variable, and I will try to make it more specific. In this case, I will say gender, and I will divide it to men versus female, and by doing that, that will be the end. However, again, there's a lot of work for me to do here in order for me to be more transparent with regard to the visualization, which means that I will need to add titles, I will need to add colors, I will need to provide more information about this graph in order for it to be more transparent. And again, this is something that we can do and learn how to do that throughout with colors or without colors, but that's it, that's the whole. Your assignment is going to create a basic R, and I will give you more reference to it, but you will generate create your own graphics in R and try to enjoy it and try to learn as much about the syntax and about the color choice. I will give you some reference to it, try to play with it, see how it goes. So I hope you enjoy it, and I welcome you to Open Source R. That will be our main tool for the rest of the semester. Until next time, have fun.